Who was I before Legacy Son? I mean, besides being a country kid that grew up in the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin, my last manifestation before this one was C-Dub. I was one half of the artist duo known as Saint Oshun, and it was an incredible 10-year journey. On that journey, I was able to work with CP, who was one of John Legend's producers. I was able to shoot a music video at Michael Jackson's house. So let's address the elephant in the room right away, because everyone throughout my career as Legacy Son is going to be asking this question. What happened with Saint Oshun? You guys were together for like 10 years. You had done so many crazy things together. Why did you step out on your own? And the answer is not because of some drama. There wasn't any drama. There was no defining moment. There wasn't something that happened that one of us was like, I'm done with this. For me, it was about having courage, having the courage to do the thing that I wanted to do that was in my heart, the vision that I had. And the vision that I had was really Legacy Son. And I evolved into that, understanding who I was, understanding what I wanted to do. And what does that even mean? What does Legacy Son mean? Well, it starts with my father, really. My father left an incredible legacy. And I think of legacy as not just something that you leave behind, but something that you live, right? And for me, that's what music and why I do it is about. It's leaving a legacy right now. It's leaving an example. I think we have a lot of artists today out there who love the cool, who love to just be disengaged and act cool and act like they're very unemotional. But for me, I'm a Cancer, and that's also going to tie into the name. But I want it to be okay to be emotional. I want it okay to experience joy, because a lot of times I think we equate joy and just crazy, insane partying is the same thing. And that's not the same thing, right? True joy is perhaps watching a sunset, watching an incredible concert, looking at your child for the first time. There's a million simple ways that we experience joy, and it makes us feel good. We don't need anything else but that moment. We're enjoying that moment for what it is. And I feel like that's part of what my legacy is, and part of why I create music. Now, the Son part of Son Legacy is, like I said before, I'm a Cancer. I'm very emotional, ties back together with what I was talking about. And the sun is a magical thing. It is such a magical thing. Even for anybody who loves Seattle, who loves living in winter climates, I guarantee you that one day the sun comes out, it just lifts the mood. It just makes you feel better. That's joy again. That's feeling like you are experiencing just a moment of real, honest to goodness pleasure. And there's nothing else like it. So I call the music that I create radiant pop. What does that mean? There is party music, right? It's just meant to go out and party, and that's cool. And I feel like there's an element of what I do that it's fun. It is definitely, there's an element of fun in joy. You should be experiencing fun when you're experiencing joy. But what I feel like I bring to the table is there's a depth to it. There is more than just joy for partying's sake. So why is Nano in Time my first release? Well, that's a complicated answer, right? It actually started out not being the first release. I had a couple of songs that I had written while I was still in Saint Oshun, and they were actually written for some music syncing opportunity, which just means, getting on TV and film. And one of them is called Supernova, and I really love that song, and I am gonna definitely release it. But as I was working and thinking about who I was as Legacy Son, it didn't feel like the right first release. It was a little, there was as much pain as there was joy in it. It's a more complicated song, and it fits the brand, but it's definitely not how I want to introduce myself. It would be like if I walked up to you and said, hey, my name is Legacy Son. Hey, I just broke up with somebody, but I also really like to go ice skating. You'd be like, who starts out a conversation like that? And so Supernova wasn't the right choice. So I actually had to start from scratch to really think of, okay, how do I want to introduce myself? And so I wanted people to know a little bit, just a touch of the fact that I know that relationships are complicated, but ultimately one of the things that I have kind of been looking at the past year is how quick time goes. Nano in Time, it's so quick, and you think you have forever, right? And you think that when you fall in love, you feel that way forever, that person will be with you forever. And you don't know that. And nobody knows how long you have, but you have right now. And so when you meet that person, savor it. And when you are enjoying a time, you're out to dinner, you're out to a movie, you're seeing a show, whatever it is, enjoy that time. because nobody else gets that time but you and that person. That time is sacred. It's special. So enjoy it, because it's gonna go like this.
I found you in a constellation.